Hey, this is Snuck Creek Homestead. Today we're going to talk about some of the little tools we have for butchering. We butchered a steer last weekend. I'm just down here kind of straightening up. I thought I'd do a video on some of the tools of the homestead again. So some of these tools are for butchering. So most all of them are. I just want to run through a few that really speeds your time up. One of them's get your paper, get a good quality paper that you can double wrap your meat. That way it's good for easy 3 years in the freezer, in a good cold deep freeze. Make it so don't buy the junky actually I got some up here. It's got so much dust on it that, you know, it's just a junky store-bought paper. That's junk. Get one this is 15-incher. You need about an 18 for cattle. Be a lot nicer. Even some bigger pork. But this is a 15. We get by with 15-inch length. It's real small now. It's usually pretty big. It's pretty pricey, but get one with the holder. That way you can get them hands moving. Just pull some out, and it's nice to be able to rip that paper like that. So one pro tip is that, no doubt about it. Get you a good tape dispenser. It's weighted, it's heavy. This one's empty. For one cow, our family uses one roll of masking tape. Just maybe useless information, but it's a pretty good info. But you can pull it. That way, you got your hands free. You know, they might be wet and what have you. So those two for wrapping. And then one of these, like, what is that? Well, so you can put your meat through your grinder, through a tube. I need to do a video on that, but I did not videotape any of my butchering. All I did was in the field killing the cow and getting it hung up and getting all the innards out and such. That should be posted before this video, so it's a short one. And so anyway, back to this video here. So this is a water bottle inside of here. Only reason but so what's really pretty neat is, I get the water bottle out. You show you what we do here. Take your bag. This is just a water bottle instead of meat. I'll show you how this thing ties. This thing tapes it. Yeah, there you go. Do that, you twist it pretty good. I don't know how good you can see that, but there's a slot right there. Let me see, yeah. Take your wrapped meat that you got stuffed full of meat and push down. Well, that ties it. There you go. So that really takes a lot of manpower out. You can take your grinder, have a stuffing tube, fill up your bag and stop it, and then you got it full of meat. You just twist it, bam, you're moving on to something else. Another thing is nice is to like this one says beef on it, so that's what's in it. And then these, like for game, probably for me it'd be deer. Some other people may have elk, and you can mark it too, whatever you want to be. And then there's pork bags, and then, which is always good to have a little identification, because all the mystery meat in your freezer, you know, gets to be a problem. Another quick thing, I was buying a little bit smaller meat lugs, and I bought these from Walton's, and these are 50-pound meat lugs. That's another must-have. You really must have it. No, I'm not even talking about the big stuff like your big grinders and, you know, these things are things that you might miss. Everybody knows you need a grinder, and that's another video in itself, no doubt about it. But and what kinds of knives you would use and stuff like that. I've really learned to like this one. That's a good skinning knife, because it's got that, for me it works really well. When I'm skinning, I can really work that blade, compared to this, a semi-flex 6-inch, I think it was 6-inch, maybe 8, but 6-inch semi-flex blade. And that's just for what I use for mostly just cutting, deboning. Saying deboning, so a lot of people use it like a bandsaw. I own a bandsaw, but I don't really like to clean it up, and I don't like the meat and bone in my freezer. I like just the meat itself, because of there's a lot of bone that can be inside that freezer. That I want meat in my freezer, and I will keep bones in there for like soup and such like that, for like our bone broth and things of that nature. So I just kind of wanted to give you a quick little something to think about, that you can research a little deeper on your own to get whatever you need here to get your meat preserved, your food for your family. So I know how the homestead stuff is. It gets hectic. I get it. So it's super cold out. I guess you guys know that. It's been, for us, it was 10 below. So that I seen. So hey, Snell Creek Homestead, I just wanted to give you a little update on what's been going on here. So have a good one. Keep feeding them that family. Out.